exciting to see. Let's take a look at Dev and some of his stats so far versus Skill Issue. He's got that 56% win rate and a 21-second average guess time. There must be a thing. The Americans love those quick guess times, the MK15, and the Dev 21 seconds, not too far behind.
I guess so, yeah. We see 28 from Skill Issue, not far behind, but 21 really is quite fast. I mean, MK is kind of the the benchmark for the Insta-Sender. I don't think anyone's going to be faster than 15. 21 seconds is still a player who does not move a lot in the moving games and just kind of guesses very quickly based off vibes.
And both of these players above 50% accuracy. That's a good stat there. I mean, that means they're relatively consistent there, which is exciting. But really, that big differential is that win percentage. We can see where our two players stand again, both with the same amount of points, but a difference in the amount of matches they've played. So really, Dev sitting in a much better position there with half as many matches. See how this fares when they get into moving.
Yep. So we start in what appears to be Jordan here. We have the black car, we have a divided road with sort of yellow and white lines. All of this fits very, very well for Jordan. And I like the guess from Dev here and from Skill Issue. They're in similar areas.
Similar areas, do like it. Oh, wow.
Ooh, 5K.
A quick 5K from Dev, and he looks pretty unfazed, actually. We go into round two quickly. A very impressive start there from Dev.
No better way to start than that.
That is true. We do have what appears to be a Dominican Republic round here. Both players are going to know this. That is a pretty distinct Google car right there. Players in quick, and the Dominican Republic doesn't have too much coverage. It's mainly just in two main cities there, Santiago and Santo Domingo. So they recognize the city, they click, they go next.
Yep. Not much to write home about in that round. But we see some more interesting countries coming up here in the multipliers.
Yeah. Round 3, 2 times damage. This reminds me of a southern Chile by the looks of it. Yep. We do see a Chile pole actually right there, which is quite helpful, and some road signs too. Again, as you get farther south in Chile, you do get more green. The farther north, you're in the Atacama Desert, so that definitely helps you with your region guesses. We do have a quick send, though, just near Santiago there from Skill Issue.
Yeah, I would think closer to Santiago, maybe a bit south of it, but not by too far. Players seem to agree with that, going in very similar areas here.
Yep, thinking the same thing. Dev, a little closer. Round 4 coming up. Dev holds close to flawless there.
Interesting round here.
Yeah, this is interesting. There's some English there on that sign.
Yeah, is it Italy? Wait, what? This round is really weird.
Part of me thought it was Tunisia,
isn't it? Yeah, no, that's.
Yes, it is. We're on a main road now. We do have some signs. Tunisia makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah, it does. The starting location was definitely pretty weird in like some kind of industrial area or something. But yeah, now that they're out on the main road, fairly evident that it's Tunisia, and both players will of course know that.
Looks like Skill Issue just found a sign there. Does he recognize anything on there?
Though. Carthage is Tunis, so it's going to be much more north.
Yeah, Dev's just going to be right on it. He knew that info. That's going to be 1,500 damage to Skill Issue. Only on round 4. Dev now holding almost a 2K lead.
And we have a Russia here. Russia's always major. Big country, big points. Immediately zooming into the road northwest of Irkutsk, and he's just going to go for it. Again, we see that 21-second average guess time coming into play here. He's not wasting any time. Okay.
They're both in a very similar area.
Yep.
Dev a little closer. Just a little closer. He holds his lead. And we go into round 6. The multis are getting high now.
Okay, it looks like a Spanish sign that Conseille de... Does it say Arbonne or something? I don't know what that is.
Skill issue not really moving too much from spawn here, actually. Seems like he's just going to make a region guess. Dev is moving, trying to find something, and he does get a road here. How helpful that will be, we'll see. Seems like that's a pretty small road.
Does it say EP? I mean, because normally the roads have abbreviations named after towns, but I don't know what EP is. Doesn't ring a bell for me.
A good guess from both of them. Dev still a little closer, still holding his lead.
Yep. Ends up being Galicia near Portugal. Makes sense, it looked a lot like Portugal. I'm still not sure what the EP abbreviation was, but... who knows?
Maybe somebody in chat knows. Maybe they recognize the town. They can let us know. We move on around 7, 4 times damage. Skill issue really needs a big comeback here, but with that multi, as I just mentioned, 4 times damage, that could be doable if their guesses are pretty separate. Skill issue locking in quick near Vladivostok, just a bit north of it. Dev has yet to follow, yet to open the map. He opens it up. He's in a similar location, so we shouldn't see too many points.
Yep. Makes sense. Both players in the same area. Ends up being kind of downtown North Korea, as GeoGuessr players would say. But again, not too much damage on offer there, but time kind of running out here for skill issue. Only 3 rounds to go.
Ops, just make a quick guess here on round 8. Not too much going on. They do recognize the low cam, forest look. Switzerland makes sense. They lock it in. He ends up being a little closer off that quick plonk. That's good for him, at least for the mental. Takes a little bit more damage down to Dev, but Dev's still a big lead going into round 9. He needs a pretty big comeback here.
Yep. Skill issue hoping for a big country. A difficult round. He's got India. That certainly could be something.
Big country, big points, Jake.
Big enough to make a difference for sure. See if they can correctly identify the language. Both of them think that it's Telugu. It is Telugu. Unfortunate for skill issue there.
Yeah, Dev is gonna take it and put skill issue on 184 health. This would be an extremely difficult comeback here for skill issue on round 10. Skill issue's main option here is just to guess quick. Seems like he's gonna do it. He just opens the map, zooms in. It is Brazil. It is his home country. Is that gonna help him out?
Bloom.
Yeah, big country, big points.
This is round 10, but this Brazil is big enough. And the guesses are different enough.
Oh, Dev closer. Pretty dominant performance there from Dev in the moving game. Winning it. GG's, we move on to no moving.
Yep, if that had been more south where skill issue had guessed, he would have been able to win there. But I think he felt he had to take a risk, make kind of an extreme guess, given it was round 10. And it didn't quite pay off for him. But really, really impressive and consistent game 1 from Dev.
Let's see how these players fare now on no move. Quick look. Yeah, both
definitely
players.
Kamchatka. You have this sort of dark gravel road. It's just, it's always Kamchatka.
It's a look.
Will know that.
They know it, but Dev almost on top of it. Very impressive. Moving on to round 2.
Dev is locked in right now. He's playing incredibly well. Ooh, boy, another Russia. I like the Novosibirsk guess. There's definitely some Gen 3 winter coverage in that area, so I totally understand that, but Dev going a completely different place. He's in Bryansk.
Wow,
there. Huge damage here.
Yeah, this is going to be huge damage. I don't think it'll be game.
It's close.
It's so close to it being game. Wow. Dev on 24 health after such an impressive guess from skill issue. What more could you want from a match of no move GeoGuessr? We move on to round 3, 2 times damage now. It's not impossible for a Dev comeback. We will see though, he needs to get closer every single round if he's gonna stay alive. We might just see an NMPZ quick volley lock from Dev. Where will skill issue
Bali
follow?
on the sign. We have Balinese language at the top and it says the word Bali.
Oh.
I don't know if skill issue sees it or not.
He might not have seen it. Is he? Oh no, he does. He's gone Bali
anyway.
as well.
Oh, no.
Skill issue is slightly closer, but
Surely
2
it's not
times
over,
damage.
though.
Surely
Oh my
it's
God.
not over. Surely it's not over. He goes down to 12 health.
Oh my. Well, that would have been a brutal way for Dev to lose, so I'm kind of glad it didn't end there.
Agreed. We're on round 4 now. Dev on 12 HP. What appears to be the Philippines. Concrete road, very common. These chevrons, very common there as well, especially on that sort of red pole.
Yep.
Dev trying to look at whatever he can.
Needs to be closer here. Goes Minda now, and he loses. Dang.
Wow. Skill issue takes the game on Philippines. It ends up being far north, both players farther south.
Wow. Impressive showing from Skill Issue there. Honestly, I probably would have favored... I mean, I think Dev considers himself stronger in NM and NMPZ, so especially after winning the moving, I expected maybe Dev to go 2-0, but Skill Issue barely even lost a point in that second game.
Very impressive. We'll see how they fare in NMPZ, though. It's hard to make a solid prediction on this. Might come down to a confidence game, if anything.
Yep. This could be another Russia here, or maybe it's a Ukraine. Hard to say. Both players taking their time on this one.
I do like the Russia or Ukraine shout. I think those are 2 good guesses here. We'll see if the players do agree. They're both zooming in at the same time now here. We have an Irkutsk guess from Skill Issue. Dev kind of zoomed in near Chelyabinsk. Nope, he wants to go farther east. Space guess.
Similar areas, I think, for both players at the moment. Makes sense with the elevation going eastern Russia.
We'll see here. The time does run out. Only 10 seconds on the clock. Both players taking in whatever they can in these last seconds. Neither has fully locked in a guess, but they are close, as mentioned by Jake. So we shouldn't see too many points. Skill issue a tiny bit closer.
Downtown Cheetah. But, yep, again, very similar guesses from both players. Very reasonable guesses, given the landscape. Not too much to talk about in that first round. See what they can do here. Oh my.
Round 2. Difficult
like
one.
that.
I really
I was
like
gonna say Sri Lanka. I like it too.
I do really like that guess. Skill issue has not opened the map yet. Where will he follow suit? We'll see. He goes Sri Lanka 2. Wow, and it's Mexico. Yucatan Mex. Quick little 0.
Wow.
Love Dev laughing about that a little bit.
I would have been Sri Lanka too. So
yeah.
Wow, what a crazy round. Oh boy, Brazil now maybe?
I do like Brazil. Dirt color makes sense. We have a piranha, but then a quick guess farther north from Skill Issue works out. The home country round win. That's 1600 damage. That's our first decent hit of the game so far.
Yep. Skill Issue in his home country getting solid chunk of damage off of Dev, but still a lot of work to be done here. What are we looking at here?
We are getting some crazy NMPZ rounds. I do like the mechs. The quick lock.
Oh my god, Skill Issue.
What is that guess from Skill Issue?
Oh my goodness. What? That's
wow.
incredible.
What an impressive guess. What a fast guess, and he's on it. I love that. I love to see that.
I mean, the guess, I like the guess. I mean, obviously I like the guess. It was 3 kilometers away, but I think for whatever reason, it almost looked like California to me on my first look, and I was like, why does it look like that? Because like center of Mexico doesn't usually. So I feel like Sinaloa makes a lot of sense. Maybe I'm making things up, but anyway, really impressive guess from Skill Issue.